We're here today in Pointe-a-Chanel, Louisiana with our Floating Isles project. We're creating new land in open water using this technology of these floating mats with a grass planted in it that are going to be anchored out here behind us. And you can see some of the assembled units here in the background. We're happy to be here with our other partners today. We have a lot of volunteers here from Shell. We have volunteers here from some of the local schools. We have the local community here. This is a Native American community down here.
It's saving the community, and that's what it's all about, and that's why this effort you see today is here to save the community. If we can save this community, then we can broaden it out and go along the coastline and save other communities, and that's been the focus of a lot of our efforts here, is to stay positive and encourage the people, those that want to stay here, that this all is showing them that we're making at least a positive effort to maintain the integrity of the island and the resiliency of the people. So this has gone a long way in bolstering hopefully their confidence and their well-being, that at least that other entities and other people are showing interest in this community.
The little project today that we're doing is actually a project that would probably fly under the radar in normal coastal restoration, or normally $30 or $40 million projects. They take 15 years to go to fruition. We were able to do this $150,000 project in less than 2 years with private funding and gifts from people like the CCA and America's Wetlands, who came in with corporate sponsors to help us do this project. And we were able to own hands with our local kids, Shell Pipeline, CCA volunteers, just volunteers, 4-H volunteers from all around the parish. So this is going to be a grassroots type thing. The reason we're doing it in this particular area is that with about $150 million of coastal restoration going on in the parish of Terrebonne, this is probably the only spot you can drive to it and see it at work. We'll be able to actually see it being done, watch it build and do its project, what it's supposed to do in the years to come. And hopefully it'll work as we expect it to.
We have a couple schools, local schools from the Pointe-a-Chanel area and Montague in Terrebonne Parish. We also have some employees from Shell Pipeline Company who are planning these floating islands, and they're made out of recycled plastic bottles. So it's an environmentally friendly product. And then they're planting two types of grass. They're planting smooth cord grass and seashore paspalum, which is grown locally here in Pointe-a-Chanel. And the plants were bred to be more salt tolerant, so they're ready to go in this pretty hostile, salty environment. And what we're hoping to do here, it's a multifaceted approach to this project. We're directly rebuilding some habitat for our fish and our wildlife by putting the vegetation back where there used to be vegetation. Now it's all open water, and we're also putting these islands in a strategic location away from the shoreline in hopes to accrete some sediment between the islands and the existing marsh. And we're also hoping to have a bit of protection for the road, Island Road here, which serves Ile de Jean Charles, which is a culturally rich location in Terrebonne Parish with the Native American communities here.
Yeah, Entergy is very proud to be part of this partnership with America Wetlands and with Shell and with Terrebonne Parish. We're here trying to preserve the erosion of our coast here in South Louisiana. And Entergy, whose headquarters is in New Orleans, we serve from Calcasieu all the way over to St. Bernard, and we're just happy to be part of this little piece of the project that will hopefully, along with our Morganza to the Gulf levee systems and freshwater diversion projects, replenishing our coast with these mats that they're building here. It's so exciting to see these mats and planting this locally grown marsh grass here in Montague, Louisiana, to try and help this Native American community.
If we don't do anything here, obviously, we can look at where the project area is. We see mostly blue where there used to be mostly green. And if we do nothing, obviously it'll be all blue. And the risk that we run here, that we've known for a long time, and when we continue to fight that fight, is if we don't draw at least some line in the sand while we're coming up with a larger solution, we're all just going to have to eventually get out of here. But in the interim, the good thing about technologies like this is that we know what the cost of building marsh is. We know what the cost of rebuilding our barrier islands are. We know what the cost of building a diversion is. And unfortunately, we know that it's too expensive. If we had an infinite amount of money, sure, we can go and we wouldn't have a coastal erosion problem. We wouldn't have a restoration issue in Louisiana. But the fact is that we do. And with innovative technologies like this, we can start to prove more cost-effective ways that we can fight the fight in the interim while waiting for these larger solutions to take forth.